best stories in sports. This is an E60 feature presentation.
I speak the truth, and people either love me or they hate me.
It's a fantastic stop by Hope Solo.
The single most recognizable female soccer player on the planet, Hope Solo is both the most accomplished goalkeeper in the women's game and a sex symbol. She's fiercely individualistic and aggressively outspoken. In the landscape of women's sports, Solo stands apart.
I have a lot of critics, we all know that, and I do kind of want to say, you know, put my middle finger up to everybody and say, think what you want about me. I am who I am, but at the end of the day, I'm an athlete that wants to win.
At 31, Solo has just published her memoir, which debuted at number 3 on the New York Times bestseller list, just 2 weeks after she led the U.S. to victory in London, with a stirring performance in the Olympic final.
What was the most gratifying thing about winning a second Olympic gold medal?
The second Olympics for me was without controversy, despite what anybody else thinks on the outside. I wore my heart on my sleeve, I played with passion, I played for my teammates, and it's the first time I can say it was truly a team's effort.
But 5 years ago, Solo was exiled from the U.S. national team, cast out, all because she spoke her mind.
It was the wrong decision, and I think anybody that knows anything about the game knows that. The moment I gave my opinion was the moment I branded myself as outspoken, selfish, and the media has never looked back.
Just before the 2007 Women's World Cup in China, Solo's father, Jeffrey, died at the age of 69. Determined to win the tournament for him, Solo recorded 3 consecutive shutouts going into the World Cup semifinals. But then, Coach Greg Ryan summoned Solo to his hotel room and told her she was being benched.
It was a very, very intense moment in that room. I told him right then and there, you know what, I have to respect your decision. You're the head coach. There's nothing I can do about it. But if anybody asks me, I'm going to tell them that it's the wrong decision. And I got up to leave, not in a necessarily respectful manner. I just wanted out of the room. And as soon as I started to get up, he made sure to push me back in and told me I could leave when he tells me I can leave.
Now the women's coach at Michigan, Ryan denies that he pushed Solo. Solo says that during the meeting when she was benched, Ryan told her it was team captains Christine Lilly and Abby Wambach who suggested she be replaced by veteran Brianna Scurry.
I left the room and I went directly to find Christine Lilly and Abby, and there's a reason why I have so much respect for Abby. I told her, how could you do this? In the biggest game of our careers, I've been your starting goalkeeper for 3 years, and I've earned that position, and now you want to put in somebody who hasn't played in months? And Abby's just like, Hope, I think she's better. I had nothing to say. I was speechless because I'm like, all right, you know what? She has her opinion. And, you know, it wasn't the same way with Christine Lilly. She is just like, it doesn't matter who plays in goal. And I'm like, it does matter. You put the best player on the field.
What was your relationship like with Christine Lilly after that?
I lost every ounce of respect. And there was no reason for me to really make amends with her.
In that semifinal against Brazil, the U.S. suffered its worst loss ever. The Brazilians hammered Scurry in the U.S. 4-0. Immediately afterward, Solo was asked her thoughts.
It was the wrong decision, and I think anybody that knows anything about the game knows that. There's no doubt in my mind I would have made those saves. All of a sudden it became, Hope is so selfish. Hope doesn't care about her teammates. Hope this, Hope that. I was a scapegoat for the coach. I mean, he made the worst decision in U.S. soccer history, and he didn't really have to face up to it because of my comments.
What was it like to be completely ostracized by your teammates?
Oh gosh, when you have 40 or so people who can't look at you, can't ride up the elevator with you, you don't belong in team meals, you go through a lot. It's strange.
There was a a moment in one of the team meetings where one of your teammates, a good friend of yours, you say invoked the death of your father in a way that hurt you. What happened?
And she said,
Who was it?
You're good right now. You're good. Yeah, one of my dear friends on the team. You can read the book.
I read the book.
Well, I'm going to let everyone else read the book. Everyone else can read the book.
Hope.
I'm
You're
working
owning
with
this
you
book,
here.
aren't you? I mean, this is.
How am I not owning the book?
I'm just asking you to tell me the story.
This is my book. Of course I'm owning it. It's my life story.
I know.
I'm here to talk about it, and I'm giving you more than I've given any person. So work with me now.
Okay.
So I am telling you what happened. Somebody said you're using your father's death as an excuse for people to feel sorry for you. And the only thing that took place when I lost my father was pain, heartache, and then me fighting to win games because I wanted to honor his death. That's what happened. And once we lost the ability to come home with that trophy, it's like I lost the ability to honor my dad. And when a good friend says you used him as an excuse, it hurt. I mean, it hurt deeply.
That player, Solo writes in her book, was Kat Whitehill. A month after the World Cup, Ryan was fired, and Solo was again starting for the U.S. At the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, she helped the team win gold.
Determined run, good effort, and tipped over the bar by Hope Solo.
By 2011, Solo was a global star, voted the best goalkeeper at the World Cup in Germany, in which the U.S. lost in the final. Her mainstream profile was also growing rapidly. She appeared unclothed in ESPN the magazine and signed up to compete on ABC's Dancing with the Stars. In her book, she describes that experience as embarrassing and accuses Maxim Trumkovsky, her dancing partner, of hitting her during rehearsals.
How physical did it get?
I was left with a handprint on my stomach. You know, anytime I was didn't have proper positioning with my head or my neck, then he'd kind of make sure it went back, and he would get frustrated.
He slapped you?
It was no way to treat a woman.
He slapped you?
He, yes, slapped me across the face to get my head back into position.
On Twitter, Trumkovsky suggested Solo was lying, but did not explicitly deny her allegations. This summer at the Olympics in London, Solo again sparked controversy by posting insulting tweets about her former teammate Brandi Chastain. The NBC soccer analyst was frequently critical of the U.S. national team's defensive efforts.
Well, it's pretty simple. I don't think she's a great commentator.
That's it?
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything to do with your
I have no personal beef
interactions
with Brandi Chastain. There is nothing personal. I just want the best commentators. Our sport deserves that. Our team deserves that. And she's not, in my opinion, well-spoken. She's not well-versed in the game. She took her shirt off after, scoring the winning penalty kick, but that doesn't mean she's a great commentator, and it certainly doesn't mean she knows the game.
But like Brianna Scurry and Christine Lilly, Brandi Chastain is a veteran of the celebrated team that won the 1999 World Cup.
How would you describe your relationship with the older generation of U.S. stars, the ones who won the World Cup in 1999?
I'm going to have to ask you a question back, and I want to know why it's important for me to have a relationship with the past stars of the team. I recognize that they've done so much for the game. They opened doors for us, but, it's a new generation of players. Let's break free. Let's build a game, a new game, our way. Sophisticated soccer. We're playing it differently than when they played over a decade ago. So why do we need to be compared? Why do we need to have relationships? Let's just keep it current. Why even go there?
Hope, the success that you've had over the last 4 years, 2 Olympics, 2 gold medals, silver medal at the World Cup, what kind of vindication is it?
Vindication. With all the controversy, I know that my play speaks for itself. I'm one of the best goalkeepers this country's ever seen. On a global stage, I have respect in the goalkeeping world. So all the negativity coming from the outside, I know I'm helping bring success to the U.S. women's national team. In everything I do, I play to win, and I speak the truth. And people either love me or they hate me.